so tight. I'll keep waiting for the perfect moment. When you're dancing like that, with that shirt and that hat. God, I'll need just one more drink to calm down. Ooh, you know I need you. Oh, what can I do? Oh, girl, you're one of a kind. I just can't get you off my mind, baby.
What's up, guys? We have made it to our site here in Durango. Actually, we've been here for a little bit, most of the day. Took us a few hours this morning to get into our spot, but here we are. We are set up. Here, I'll show it to you. It's a skinny spot, brand new concrete. You can see they're working on kind of revitalizing some other stuff. Charlotte, ready to go for a walk? Look, you got some people playing that mini tennis game. What do you call it?
Pickleball.
Pickleball. Never played pickleball before.
People love it. Like, it is a craze.
It is right now.
Cereal, bagels.
Simple menu, but a good one. Are these willow trees? Is that what they call these?
Willow? I don't know. Hold on. Here, take this.
Oh, you're gonna use your phone to... If you don't know, you can actually take a picture with your iPhone, like with the normal camera app. And then sometimes if you, I think, swipe up?
No, if you go to like the info. I don't know if I'll have enough service though.
Well, anyways, you're supposed to be able to swipe up, and you can like...
Well, you go to the eye thing right here, and then plant. Those are wrong.
Well, it tries. But you can do it for dogs and stuff too, right?
I don't know, this might be right. Yeah, you can do it, dogs. You said they do movies on the weekends over there.
So this is the caboose. I think they do breakfast and stuff here. They kind of built the building to make it look like a caboose. These bears, I swear, they're like everywhere in Colorado. You see them everywhere over here.
Your parents have one.
Yeah, they do. And they have a really neat barbecue pit. Looks like a train. Right now they got a movie going on over here.
Ooh, is this They got a movie playing over there.
You got a little putt-putt course to hang out with, or putt-putt course to play. There you go.
Words are hard.
I know, especially when you're on vacation. I assume they got balls and clubs up front.
Yeah, most people have some right there.
They got a bigger creek on property too. It is flowing too. There's the front office. They got playground right in the middle there.
It says it's a white willow.
Yeah, I thought it was a willow tree.
White willow.
Not that we really have any of them. Hey, looky there. So we're about 16 to 18 hours from home if you drove it straight. So we're in a completely different climate. You know, down in southeast Texas, this is probably still 94 right now, and it's 7 or 8 o'clock. Here, I'm in a sweater. There's these trees that have like berry-looking things on it. We just don't have those. So far, as we've been walking around the park, this is really the first view that is what you would call a view if you're an out-of-stater and you're not used to the view of the mountains. This is the first really view of the mountains that we've gotten here at this park. Our RV is kind of in the bottom of it, so we're kind of in a valley. It'd be kind of hard to get this view where our RV is parked. That's cute. They got some bears with some s'mores or marshmallows going on.
You know, I've gone to so many places. Tennessee, Colorado, all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, I want to see bear. I've never seen a bear.
You've seen bear poop?
Yeah.
Lots of it. If you don't have an RV, they do have these little cottages. They're pretty cute looking that you can rent. So we do know that they do activities here at this place, and I think I've seen pictures of them doing this, where basically they like run water down this, and little kids or whatever can come up here and do little mining adventures.
Panning.
Yeah, do some panning.
Cute.
So that's pretty neat.
Well, that's the river, I guess.
Yeah.
Moss River.
There you go. Try to collect all 48 specimens. There we go. There's a money shot. Probably the best view you're going to get out of this park. Do have a little pool over here. It's actually bigger than it looked like when I was walking up to it. It's pretty long. Yeah, but it's still cold though. But during the middle of the day, I bet it's nice. This is spot 4. I actually kind of like this spot because it's secluded away from everybody. Like you might have some people over here, but you're separated by some trees. That cottage up there. I actually like this. This is probably some of the most privacy you're going to get in this park. Oddly enough, one of their spots that has the best parking is an overflow spot. So I assume this is for people that are coming in last minute or something of that nature. So you can see there's a pop-up over there. It's just kind of being stored here. They're not really actively using it. So interesting. Okay, these might be the spots to get at this park. This is spot 7. Up there's 8, etc. These are kind of like pull in and park next to the road, kind of weird spots, but the side that you would be outside on is facing the good view. The only downer is you're constantly listening to the freeway next to the park the whole time. But if that doesn't bother you and you prefer the view, these are definitely the ones to have. Some more cottages. I bet if you were to hang out on a front porch of one of these, you could probably get the view unless...
The rigs are probably blocking it. But.
Yeah. This is spot 11. Also, probably one of the best views because there's not that many trees blocking. So you get a good view of the mountains. Although I will say the sun is probably beating you to death in the evenings because it does lower on that side. But overall, the views are fantastic, especially waking up in the morning when the sun's at your back. Here's spot 8. They kind of have a similar view, although a little bit more trees blocking theirs. So Lana just brought up an interest. Well, no, there's a fifth wall right behind it.
Yeah, I guess not.
Never mind. We thought maybe we had a realization that it was motorhomes only, but obviously it isn't because there's a fifth wall right there. So
I do know if you wanted to book anywhere in like the areas we've been staying in, you have to book really early.
Oh yeah, this is a very popular destination. And I just went up myself. This is spot 13. This is the best spot in the whole park for sure. 0 trees blocking your view. You're kind of over here secluded. You have some guys over here on the other side of these trees, but you can't really see each other. The spot behind you is a little bit of ways back. This is a spot to have right here, spot 13. So this is a house, which has the same fantastic view of the mountains. Can you rent this? Yeah, I think you can. So that's pretty cool. It looks like a pretty decent sized house. Maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms upstairs. Looks like 1 or 2 downstairs. Maybe more than that. So if you have a big family staying here, this is a pretty good option. This is spot 15, by the way. These are these crescent spots on the other side. I'm not a big fan of these. They don't seem to have a lot of room on the trailer side to kind of hang out and do activities. But if you're in a pinch, still not a terrible spot. Here's 16. Kind of the same setup.
Yeah, like I think here in this town, you probably don't spend a lot of time at your RV. Like I'm sure you're out hiking or rafting or doing the things, but if you're somebody who just wants to sit at your RV, then yeah, those are probably the sites you want.
So there's spot number 38. Here's a couple of weird spots, 25 and 26. They're side by side. I find that very strange. I guess that works if you're traveling together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's a very odd setup. So here's the entrance to the park. It's a pretty narrow entrance, so just be careful if someone's coming the opposite direction. But as you drive in, you got a cottage right there. They do have propane fill-ups right there. And then there's the front office. There's not much in the front office in the way of supplies, so don't come here expecting for them to have something that you're missing. I would try to get it ahead of time. But they do have Hunt Brothers Pizza as they advertise. So pretty nice front office. Check-in process is really easy. They have guys lined up along here with golf carts and stuff. So basically you pull up to the stop sign, a person pulls up next to you in the golf cart and checks you in. So it's pretty seamless. So that's pretty much the whole park. We'll show you our site before we close this out. But Lana did just tell me something which I find kind of odd. Maybe it's because we're in Colorado and we're Texas people, but apparently you cannot burn wood in here, which I'm glad she said something, because I was fully planning on breaking out the solo stove and starting a fire, so I'm glad I didn't do that.
I think they'll bring you like a propane thing though. I need to read. They have it on the paper when you check in.
Yeah, so maybe they give you a method of having a fire. It just can't be wood, I guess. So
some kind of county rule, I think.
It probably has something to do with wildfires. You know, obviously you're in Colorado mountains, so that's going to be a big concern up here. But we're walking back up to our site. I also did want to show you that they're doing, it looks like, I don't know if this is an expansion or really like they're kind of redoing it. So here it is. Yeah, so you can see they have the forms for the concrete at these sites, kind of like what we got. So I think they're redoing all the sites to have basically what we have. So we probably have one of the newer redone sites. And it looks like they're starting to do all of them. But here's us. We're right next to the power pole, which we thought when we pulled up to it, we were a little nervous because we thought it was too tight. But actually, it actually worked out pretty well. The site's designed really well, even though it's narrow. But you can see our concrete is pretty much brand new. It still even has like the little concrete dust around it. So I would say it's probably months old, or weeks old, I mean. This one is even more newer than ours. Hell, they still have fresh pea gravel around it. Here's a pile over there, so we must have got lucky and got a newer one. We didn't even know it. But like I said, you get a concrete pad over here. What side are we in? 207. We're in site 207. We do get a table over there in the back, which we cooked on earlier. You do get enough room basically to fit your RV. It's pretty snug on both sides, but plenty enough room for the slides and stuff. It actually works out pretty well. Of course, you do get 50 amp, 30 amp, 110 plugs, all that kind of jazz. Sewer is there. I'll show you that. So here's your pedestal. You got water, you got electric panel, 50, 30 amp, all that kind of stuff. And then of course they do have sewer. Now my box did have yellow jackets in it, but they were fast acting and took care of that for me. Just had to wait about 5 or 10 minutes for them to get out of there. The only thing I'll say is if you have motorhome or trailer and you're gonna have to park a second vehicle, this could be an issue. We found a little space for Silver Fox, our tow truck, to fit in, but it's tight. So I was kind of finagled the trailer and the truck to get into a way where we're not blocking the road, but it was tough. And my nose is pretty much into the trailer next to us, still in our spot, but still just kind of a tight fit. Like I said, we're 207, so we're in the 200s over here. These are more standard looking spots, not really any funky spots like we showed you earlier. Everything's pretty uniform. There's some big rigs over here. They look like they have plenty of room. If they had a tow car though, it looks like it'd probably be pretty tight. But there's some trees. I wouldn't expect much shade. There are trees, but they're not very tall, so to speak, and they're not like shade producing trees. They're pretty sparse up top, as you can see, but still has some greenery. And of course nothing is really paved. Everything is this smaller like creek bed gravel, I would call it, but it's just fine. Nothing wrong with it. So without seeing the other parks, I'm not really sure why this is like a third or fourth place. I would suspect because it's kind of a middle of the road, I would give it maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. Do you think that's fair?
What?
Like a 5 or 6 out of 10?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really don't think that when you're here in Durango, you're at your RV all that much.
Yeah.
Because you're out doing all the naturey things. But I think some of them other ones wasn't one like a RV on like a
Motorhome only, yeah, that's the premium one that everybody wants. I don't remember what it was called, but it was motorhome only.
Yeah, so yeah.
But
Not bad.
we've showed you, if you followed us for a long time, you already know, but we're not the people to hang around the RV all day. We like to go out and explore the town and do things. We do like our evenings and stuff in the mornings to kind of hang out in that sense, but during the day, for the most part, we're usually out enjoying the local scene. So for us, this is perfect. It's a nice park. I give it a B+. I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I think it's pretty accurate. So we'd have to see the other parks to know why it's 3rd or 4th place in popularity. But for us, it's perfect.
Packed, so.
It's packed, that's for sure. But
Just because it's not the top tier doesn't mean there's going to be sites available.
that's right. So if you're gonna, I think this area is just popular in general. So obviously Durango, Pagosa Springs area is gonna be really popular. So if you're planning on coming out here, I would book early. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this little park review video. Give you a little walkthrough. We like to do it live when we're going. And I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. A lot of you guys are watching and aren't really subscribing to help us out, but we would appreciate it if you did. So see you on the next one, guys. Bye.